My stepmom told me I wasn't family, just a guest, so I acted like one, and then I showed her the deed. Mom died when I was 15. Dad tried, but grief made him quiet. The kind of quiet that lets louder people rewrite the rules. Dana moved in a year later with her son, Tyler. Tyler became the favorite fast, and Dana started calling everything hers, with a smile sharp enough to cut. I kept my head down. I worked weekends. I cleaned. I tried to be invisible. Dana still found ways to remind me I was temporary. The fight happened when I asked about my college fund. Dad had promised Mom he'd help me with school. I found Dana in the kitchen holding paint swatches and talking about a renovation. I asked Dad, "When do we talk FAFSA and the fund?" Dana didn't even look up. "We're using that money for the house." Dad stared at the floor. "We might need it." Dana finally met my eyes and said, calm as a receipt total, "You need to understand something. You're not really family anymore. You're more like a guest who's overstayed." Dad didn't defend me, so I became a guest that night. Guests don't do chores, so I stopped. I washed my plate and left the rest. Guests don't chip in, so I stopped covering groceries and utilities. When Dana complained, I smiled politely. "Sorry, I wouldn't want to overstep." The house turned into a mess, and Dana exploded. Tyler suddenly forgot how trash day worked. Dad snapped at me, but never at her. I stayed polite, which somehow made it worse. Then Dana put my suitcase by the door and said, "Be out by Friday." I nodded. "Sure, put it in writing." While she planned countertops, I researched. She couldn't just lock me out. I had years of mail and school records tied to that address. Then I requested Mom's estate file from the courthouse. Buried in the paperwork was the truth. Mom's life insurance helped fund the down payment, and the house was purchased through a minor's trust that put my name on title. Friday came. I didn't leave. Dana tried changing the locks while I was at school. I called the police, showed the paperwork, and the officer told her she couldn't illegally evict a legal resident. Dana hates losing quietly, so she tried to win publicly. Sunday dinner, full audience. Halfway through the meal, she clinked her glass and announced, smiling like a saint, "We're listing the house soon. Downsizing now that the kids are grown." Then she looked right at me, like she was daring me to flinch. I slid a folder across the table to Dad. "Before you sell," I said, "you should know you can't. Not without my signature." Dana laughed. "That's adorable." I opened the folder to the deed with my name highlighted. Then I placed a letter beside it from Mom's lawyer, updated that week, stating my ownership interest, and warning against any sale or refinance without my consent. Silence. Forks paused. My aunt asked, very softly, "So where did the college fund go?" Dad's face drained of color. Dana's smile cracked. She reached for the papers, so I pulled them back and said, still polite, "Guests don't sign away property." The next morning, Dad met me alone and admitted the worst part. The college fund existed, untouched, in an account Dana didn't know about. He'd been letting her squeeze me because it was easier than fighting. I told him I was moving out anyway. Not because I had to, but because I wanted boundaries that didn't require police and paperwork. Dana still lives in that house. She just lives there knowing the title has my name on it too. Now, whenever she brags about her home, she checks my face first, because she knows I can stop her again.